Hi, Jose, mi amor. Great to see you. So today we're actually going to go over the short A and the long A. Okay, so mommy told me that you're having just a little bit, okay, of difficulties with the short A and long A. So I'm going to explain it in a different way so that you can understand it a little better, okay? So really quickly, we know that this right here is the letter A, right? And we know that each letter has its own sound. So we know that this is A. And I'm going to show you a few others so we can review. We know that we have A, B, C, D, E, and we have all of the alphabet, okay? So each letter has its own sound. But what we were learning is that with the short A and the long A, they have different sounds, okay? So the short A sounds like ah. So let's practice together. The short A sounds like ah. So we're gonna open our mouth. You see with me? And one more time, we're gonna go ah. And now, so that's the short one, right? So we have ah, but then we know that we have the long one. So now with this one, remember that I said that every letter has its own sound. So remember that we have A, B, C. So now the long A has the sound of A. So we're always going to hear the sound A, okay? So the short one is ah, right? Like we're saying, ah, I got it. Or it's the sound of the letter, so it would be the letter A because it's the letter A. Now, I'm going to show you a few tips so that you can figure it out on your own, okay? So, with the short A, here we have this example. And so we have the word apple, right? So with apple, we see that apple is super fast. So the A, we say ah, right? So apple. And here I underline the A. So that's going to be for the short A. Now for the long A, we have over here the word and it says acorn. So we remember that the sound of A is what? A, right? Because it's the sound of the letter. So for long, it's acorn. But I'm going to teach you a few more tips just to review. And so now, with the short A, something that's really cool is that we're going to see here, and it has like a few families. I'm going to teach you a few tips so that you can tell which one is short and which one is long. Okay, so we remember that short is ah, and that long is A. Okay, so let's go over a few tips. Here we have a few, we call them families. Okay, so first, actually, I'm going to show you on the board because okay, here we have short, here we have long, and so over here we have the short A. And so we have a few tips because we have the CVC. And so we remember that we have consonant, vowel, and consonant. So let's remember with the letters. So for example, here we know that A is a vowel. We know that B is a consonant. Good job. We know that C is a consonant, D is a consonant, and E is a vowel, right? So we know that A is the vowel, and so here we have consonant, vowel, and consonant, right? So that's going to be one of the tips for us to know that it's going to be a short A. So for example, are you ready for an example? I'm going to show you one of the words. And here we have, with the short A, we have here the word ant. Okay, so here, this one is a little bit different, where we're going to go with cat and fan. Let me put down the board to show you. And so here, we see that here we have the consonant, vowel, and consonant, right? So C is a consonant, A is our vowel, and T is the consonant. And with fan, we see that F is the consonant, V is the vowel, and N is the consonant, right? So that's one of the tips. Another tip that we have with short A is that we have these little letter families, okay? So when we have these two letters together, we know that it makes the sound ah, right? So ah is the sound for short A. For example, we have up, right? So we know that when these two letters are together, A and P, it makes the sound up, right? So that's the short A. Also, when we have the letters A and N together, it makes the sound an. So again, it's ah, right? The short A. So we're going to go over a few examples. I'm going to show you some. Are you ready? Yeah? So we're going to be practicing together the short A's. I'm going to show you a few words, and then you're going to repeat after me, okay? And so we're going to practice short A first, and then we'll go to long A. So here we have what? Here we have a bat. So here we see the word family. We see the AT, and this makes the sound bat, right? So the A is ah, right? So A-T sounds like at. Very good. So if we were to change the B, for example, and we made it a C, do you know what word we would make? So let's practice. Let's say that we have A-T, right? So A-T we know is at. And here, if we would put the letter, for example, the letter S, right? So we know that S makes the sound so it would be at, right? So for sitting down. What if we did at again, but over here for our first letter, we put the letter, what about the letter B, right? We have the letter B, right? What about the letter C? So for the letter C, we know that C sometimes makes the sound K and sometimes it's a sound S. But in this case, it's going to be the sound K. So we would say K at, right? So the same short sound of A, right? I'm just stretching it out so that you can hear it, but it's a quick sound. It's the sound right? So cat. We hear the A really fast. Now let's show you a different example. Here we have this other word family. We have the letter A and N, right? So here we have A and N, and this makes the sound ah. So what's the short sound of A? Right? So this would be van. So v-an, right? So if we were to put, let's say, another letter here, let's say if I put the letter T, we remember that the letter T has the sound, good job, right? The sound T. So I would put the letter T and this would make it up so you can see it a little bit better. This would make it the word T-an, right? So that's the sound of the short A, right? So Let's try a different one. Here we have this combination A and B, right? So A and B it's crab, right? So again, the sound of the short A is Very good. So it's quick. So here we have the Very good. Let's try a different one. Here we have the combination AM, right? So I'm going to try a different marker so that you can see it, okay? So here we have the AM really quickly, and this says am, right? So again, So am, and this says lamps. So this is for the short A. We know that the short A makes the sound what? Good job. Now, let's go over to the long A, okay? So with the long A, we remember that it what? It says the name of the letter, okay? So for the long A, it says the name of the letter. And we remember that what's the name of the letter A? A. Good job, right? So it's going to make the sound A, and A. But I have a few tips because when we're looking at words, if we look for these combinations, we can figure out that it's a long A word, okay? So for example, when we have the combination A, we're going to have here a consonant and we have the vowel E. So vowel A, consonant, vowel E. So that's going to be one way. The next one is when we have the two vowels A and I together, okay? So this makes the sound A. So A and I make the sound A. Good job. And now A and Y, so vowel A and the Y, it makes the sound A, right? So it makes the sound of the letter. So this is what we're going to look for, and you're going to help me, okay? But we have one more. I almost forgot. And this one, remember when we talked about syllables, and syllables is when words become almost like a song. So for example, if I said the word table, right? We would say table. So we have how many syllables? We have 1 and 2, right? So when A comes at the end of the syllable, so table. So when A is at the end of the syllable, it makes the sound A, okay? So it's just a few tips. You can watch the video again, but the important thing to remember is that the long A, so remember the long A makes the sound of the name, okay? So it says A for the long A. So we're gonna look at a few words, okay, to see how this works. So here we have the long A, and here we see the combination, right? So we see that we have the vowel A, we have the consonant K, and the vowel E. Remember, so we said if we see this combination, vowel A, consonant, and the vowel E, then this makes the sound of A, right? And this would be a, good job, right? A cake. So we have A, right? Now this combination is the other one that we said when we have vowel A and vowel I together. Okay, you see it here for the rain. So we have the vowel A and vowel I together. It makes the sound A, okay? So this would be the word rain. So A, very good. Now over here, remember we also talked about the combination A and Y, okay? So when we have this combination, the vowel A and the consonant Y, it makes the sound A, right? Because we're looking that the letter makes the sound of the name of the letter. So in this case, it would be A. So we would say pay because he's paying him money. So A again, so pay. Say it with me, pay. So we hear the sound A. Good job. Then we talked about the other example, right? And in this case, we see that A is at the end of the syllable, okay? So we have baby. So clap with me, we have baby, right? So A is at the end of the syllable, okay, of the first syllable. And so we know that this says baby. So ba-a-b. And so with long A, we remember that the sound of A is the what? The sound of its name. So it's A, okay? So we're going to look at a few words and you're going to help me. So remember, tip number 1, we have the vowel A, consonant, vowel E together. The second one, we have the vowel A and the vowel I together. The next one, we have the vowel A and the vowel Y together. And over here at the end of the syllable, we have the A, okay? So are you ready? And the sound of the long A is A. So really quick, we're going to review and then we're going to see a few cards, right? So here we have, you're going to help me, ready? Okay. So here we have the word bakery. And so I underlined it to you. What combination do we see? We see the what? The, yep, vowel A, consonant, and vowel E. And this says bakery. So bakery. Good job. So the next one is grapes, right? Delicious grapes. And here we see the combination again. Vowel A, consonant, vowel E. Okay, and this makes the sound apes. Good job. The next one is a combination of what? The vowel A and the vowel I. And this we see that this is the lizard's tail, right? So tail. So A. Good job. The next one that we have is a station. And so this one would be the what? The 2 syllables. So we have station, right? So say with me, station. Good job. So here we see that the A is at the end of the first syllable, right? So it makes the sound what? Station, right? And the sound of the long A is A, right? And we're going to do, let's do this one. So this one we have the A and the I combination, and that makes the short sound or the long sound? Good job, right? That makes the long sound. So A and I makes the sound A. So this is train, ain. Good job. Here we have, you remember when we saw this in the book, right? When we saw the sandcastle. So this one is pale. So A-I makes the sound A, P-L. Good job. But this one I have, the last one, and this one we're going to see the short A and the long A together in one word. Are you ready? Okay. So here we have delicious pancakes, and I separated it for you. So here we have the what? The combination A and N. Remember that we said the word family, right? So we have A and N makes the word an. So right? So that's the short vowel. So here I'm going to put, remember the symbol. This is the short. And then over here we have the combination vowel A, consonant, and vowel E. So we remember that that makes the sound what? Aches, right? So this would be the long A. So this is the short A because it's A-N, an, and this is the long A because it's A-E, A, right? So and A. The short is and the long is A. Okay, so do you get it? Okay, so we're gonna practice saying the short vowel words, the long ones, and then you're gonna keep practicing, okay? Just remember, we don't give up, okay? We're gonna keep practicing, we're gonna keep learning, and no worries, okay? The teacher is here. If you have any questions, just ask your mom to send me a message, and the teacher is here to help you, okay? So here we have the apple, we have ant, we have cat, and we have fan, right? So is for short A. Now for long A, we have cake, rain, pay, baby, and 8. And the sound of the long A is A, right? So short A is long A is A. So short A is and long A is A. So let's try that one more time. Let's see. Are you ready? Okay. So the short A is what? What is it? Right? So quick, it's and the long A is A. Okay? So great job, mi amor. I love you and I miss you so much. And if you have any questions, remember that you can send me the questions, okay? So see you later. Bye-bye.